Hello, I'm Becky Taylor from Bellingham, Washington, and I'd like to welcome you and thank you for taking a few minutes of your valuable time to take a look at this LifeVantage Overview. You're going to have a chance to learn about this biohacking science, these medical breakthrough products, and how they transform your health, your energy, your sleep, your weight. And we are going to share how you can profit big in sharing this incredible message using the power of social sharing and our proven system. My name is Becky Taylor. Once again, I'm from Bellingham, Washington. I'm a real estate professional, have been in the real estate industry for approximately 18 years in total. And just giving you a little bit of my story of how I was introduced to this. Approximately 9 years ago, I found myself in such an extreme state of stress and fatigue. If you do the math in the real estate industry, approximately 9 years ago, we had a complete real estate economy crash. And that was some of the most stressful years of my life. I found myself not only under enormous amounts of stress, wondering if we were going to survive this as a real estate professional, but I also found myself going into severe sleep deprivation, insomnia, and then my adrenals began to fail. And so I was on a spiral downward, and that is what stress will do to your body. And I was getting the most extreme cases of it, to the point where I actually got in an accident because my fatigue had taken over my body. So my doctor decided to put me on Ambien. So for about 5 years, I was on this drug that gave me an assimilated form of sleep, but I battled my way through life and through my days. Approximately 3 years ago, somebody loved me enough to introduce me to these life-changing products. And I kid you not, when I begun this biohacking journey and this NRF2 activation, within 9 days, I was off of a 5-year run of Ambien and sleeping deeply. I literally could feel my body begin to relax. Didn't even know exactly what was taking place in my body, but I'll be sharing about that. 4 months later, I went back to my natural path, and my adrenals had repaired themselves, gone from a level 2 to a level 9. And my life has forever been changed since that point. So 3 years later, here we are today, and I am so excited to be sharing with you about these products. This is what it's all about. It's about nutrigenomics. And nutrigenomics is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to prevention or treatment of disease. And even the Today Show is talking about this new buzzword. They're saying the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement, it's your DNA. And Fox News is even talking about this buzzword. Nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. The ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we no longer are at the mercy of our DNA. That is huge, wonderful news. It is projected that the nutrigenomic market is expected to reach $17,313,500,000 by the year 2023. I think we're onto something here. For the last 30 years, we have been hijacked. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about this word being taking over something and using it for destructive purposes. And our bodies have been hijacked and are being hijacked 24/7, physically, emotionally, biochemically, through toxins. And we know the toxins of our food and of the air even that we're breathing, through stress, as I shared with you about my stress, EMFs, that's our phone, the waves that are coming through the air, and through allergies. Now, we're talking about today being biohacked. We want to interject and begin to stop this hijack by being biohacked. What is it? It's taking control of your own biology. optimizing your genetic potential and becoming the best version of yourself using nutrigenomics, the research of how nutrients and natural compounds affect our genes. Let's talk about these nutrigenomics. Where we started at LifeVantage is that our products were sold in GNCs and vitamin stores since back in 2003. But in 2005, ABC Primetime Investigative Report came out and they took our product, and what do they want to do? They want to see if this is true or false. Well, when they found out what is taking place in the body by turning on your NRF2 activation, it led to a flurry of media attention and a flurry of prestigious medical centers and universities begun to do their own research on our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. Now, keep in mind that LifeVantage is a publicly traded company. And as a professional, as a personal person starting a business, you want to know that it is an open book. It's very important and very prestigious that we are a publicly traded company. Let's go on and talk about these wonderful products. Now, our products, LifeVantage is our flagship product. Protandim NRF2 Synergizer has over 20 peer-reviewed public journal publications. Now, that is just in PubMed.gov. That is where doctors go to do research of any certain disease or product. We have been circulated in the American Heart Association journals and many other prestigious journals. And you can see here, multitudes of university institutes are studying our NRF2 Synergizer and doing it on their own independent finances because they see something that is extraordinary here. We have had media coverage that's been featured in television broadcast and in many prints. NBC, Wall Street Journal, The Today Show, ABC News, PBS, even Dr. Phil has taken our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer and spoken about it. We have 7 US patents and 13 international patents. That is a very big deal when you're talking about support of what we have here. Let's talk about this Synergizer. Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. Now, we do not claim to mitigate, heal, prevent any disease. But when you lower your oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, you turn on your own protective cellular mechanism. Protandim increases superoxide dismutase by 30%. And what is that? It is the cell's first line of defense. It increases catalase by 54%, and that is preventing the buildup of hydrogen peroxide, which is a very harmful chemical that our bodies produce naturally, and that prevents the buildup of that. And it increases glutathione, the new big word that's coming out today, by 300%. Glutathione is a very important molecule that we need to stay healthy, prevent disease. It's critical for managing inflammation and immune function, and it is touted as the mother of all antioxidants and the master detoxifier in the body. Let's talk about our number two cause of disease and aging. Number 1 being oxidative stress. Number 2 being mitochondrial dysfunction. Our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, nutrigenomic, all 5 herbs, it increases cellular energy while slowing the cellular aging by supporting chromosome integrity. It improves sleep quality, cellular repair. It supports cognitive and brain health and supports a healthy circulatory and cardiovascular system. Let's look at the third pillar of our program, our Physique ProBio, gut health. ProBio supports a healthy microbiome. It's a patented biotract and Wellmune technology. ProBio has 60% culture survival rate and delivers 15 times the bacteria to the gut than other similar products. How many of you know that may already take another probiotic, that most probiotics are not stomach acid resistant, and only about 4% is being delivered into the gut where the work is needed? Our BioTrack system with Physique ProBio delivers 60% into the gut where the work is needed. It helps you improve tight junctions between the communication between your brain and your gut to help signal that you're full. How many of you have heard that your gut is your second brain? Let's talk about the fourth pillar. Our amazing Omega Plus. It supports cognitive, heart, and skin health. It has omega-3s, no omega-6s or filler oils. What that means is no fish burps. Our Omega Plus has omega-7s, which optimize energy uses, and we have a daily supply of vitamin D3, which we all need, that little extra boost of vitamin D. LifeVantage Omega fish oils are 100% traceable from boat to bottle, and it's sourced by some of the most prestigious products that we can give you today. It's Alaska Omega, Pollock, and Cod Marine. These four products together create what we call our vitality stack. Together, let me recap what these four are doing in your body: boosting your mitochondrial production, supporting a healthy microbiome in your gut, reduces oxidative stress, supports immune function, supports heart health, healthy brain function, and improves energy. In looking at that list, how many of you can say, I need that? And I know many people in my world that needs this kind of health. I call it my health assurance program, Vitality Stack. Let's go on and talk about what else we have. I call this, as a real estate professional, as a business professional, even as a mother or a grandmother, this is brain food. And how many of us would like to improve our mental endurance, our mental acuity, concentration, memory retention? It enhances our neurotransmitter function and the brain's resilience to stress. Oh, how I wish I would have had this 9 years ago when I was going through all the stress that I was, but I have it now. It reduces mental fatigue and brain fog. It increases positive mood. And Axio Smart Energy is a clean, low-calorie, low-carb, vegan formula that is BSCG approved and free of artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, and no added sugars, no GMO, and no gluten. We do have decaf and caffeinated options. This is our physique weight management system. We have a physique cleanse that supports the body's natural detoxification process. How many of you love that it's a natural process? I do. I've talked about our ProBio already. It's part of our physique weight management system as well. Our physique fat burn helps kick your body's natural fat burning capabilities into gear and particularly targets the belly fat, which is the most dangerous. Our physique protein shake helps curb your appetite and build lean muscle. Together with a healthy diet and exercise, our physique system works as a comprehensive system to help you slim down, feel better, and stay that way. I love the stay that way part, don't you? Now we have our True Science Beauty System. Think NRF2 activation for your skin. It mitigates visible effects of skin damage caused by oxidative stress. NRF2 activation steps up your skin's own protective barriers for a more youthful appearance. It provides protection against environmental assaults on skin for a beautiful look, and it counterbalances the visible negative effects of sun-related damages. And you can see our own human clinical studies that the percentages of people that dialed in and said, my skin looks younger, it feels smoother, it's more luminous and far more hydrated. I think this is one of the most fantastic, affordable systems that I've seen on the market today. What about our furry family members? Oh, how we love our pets. We even have an NRF2 activator for our pets. LifeVantage Potandem is the first supplement for dogs formulated to combat oxidative stress through NRF2 activation. How many of us know that our pets age 7 times faster than we do? How would you like to slow down the aging process in your pet? I know I do. We want to keep them around for a long time with a shinier coat, increased playfulness, more energy, supporting their joint health, hearing, and eyesight. Oh, I love that we have Potandem for our furry family. And here once again is our complete biohack, your body system. All you need to make sure your brain, your heart, your eyes, and other vitals are working at peak performance on the go. And be sure and ask the person who invites you to this opportunity about our free shipping. With that, I'm going to hand it over to the beautiful Marilee Maricic, and she is going to talk to us about social entrepreneurship.
Oh, thank you so much, Becky. You know, I love looking at those products. They have definitely been a game changer for us. And so, you know, let me tell you my story and how we ended up here, and even from a business perspective, what that might look like. You know, we've been actually, my husband and I, Sean, as you're seeing in the picture here, have been married now 27 years. Hard to believe. But so grateful for the journey. But it's funny, you know, when you start out in life, at least for us, we had a goal to really set ourselves up financially early on. And at that time, my husband was a Bering Sea commercial fisherman. If you've ever seen the television series Deadliest Catch, you have a visual of what he did. And certainly if you know that story or what they did, it's high risk for high pay. And so we were really kind of stuck in that realm for a while. Grateful for the work and all of that. But I'll tell you what, everything changed for us when I got a call one day that he had hurt his back. And he hurt it so badly. It was a career-ending injury, and our life changed literally overnight. We had to reinvent ourselves and really decide what we wanted to do. We've always been entrepreneurial. We really actually didn't want to work for someone else. So we did the only thing at that time that made sense, which was then to start a traditional business. And so that is still something, by the way, today that we still have. We still own and operate a traditional business, but we've been able to be introduced to this industry. And thankfully, about 11 years ago, a friend of mine just kept kind of knocking on my door saying, you've got to take a look at doing something bigger than yourself. Because at the time, in our traditional business, we were both working about 100 hours a week, and that is the truth. We literally had no life. Even though we owned our own business, we had no life, no time freedom. To be honest, we were drowning. And when she introduced the concept of building residual income and making an income while you sleep, while you're on vacation, well, she had my attention. I saw the income potential in this industry, and I literally took a leap of faith, and it was the best decision. But it truly, everything I learned up until that point brought me to this incredible company now almost 3 years ago. And I'll tell you, it's been a game changer for us. We now have that ability to have that time freedom like never before. We are traveling all over, many of these trips paid for by this incredible company and the opportunity that they've allowed us. And aside from that, and I'll tell you truthfully, the most incredible gift is that we've had an incredible product line to be able to introduce to family and friends. And we every single day see lives transformed through what you just learned about, these incredible products. But let's look about how this really works when you're building a business, if that interests you. So what is social entrepreneurship? Literally, that is really where we're at in business today. It's very different than 11 years ago when I started in this industry. We were just meeting people one-on-one, face-to-face. We didn't have the ability to really have a broader expanse. Social entrepreneurship is now changing the game in how we get the word out. In fact, you are all aware of what the new social economy is. If you've ever summoned up a car from Uber, you've used it from your smartphone. Maybe when you're traveling, you're staying at an Airbnb. You don't just have to be at a hotel. So old school. Now new school is you can actually rent somebody's house or rent a room out in a house, and you learn about that. A lot of times some of this stuff comes to us through things like Facebook. Facebook has kind of changed the game in our awareness of all things around us, including products and services, which is absolutely awesome. And it's actually changed the game of what we do in network marketing. It's a beautiful thing. But Amazon, I mean, so many different things. Products like Stitch Fix and HelloFresh. These are all things that you can actually order right up on your phone. You're getting the picture. It's a new social economy, and our awareness of brands and wellness and all of those different things is at a very different level, and it's great for business. So looking at the product line that we just covered, if that is, we would consider that part of the wellness industry. Well, guys, the wellness industry is a 500 billion plus a year industry. We talked about cellular anti-aging with our Nerf 1 and Nerf 2. That's part of this sector, then the anti-aging, 300 billion a year. We have a piece of that. 121 billion a year if you're talking about skincare. Ours just happens to be an incredibly unique, one of a kind, and I love it, and it is fabulous. Becky told you how great it is. Oh my goodness. Pet care is 67 billion a year. That's huge. It's a huge industry. And when you give somebody the opportunity to extend life for their dogs, that's where you have my attention. Smart energy or energy drinks, you're looking at $50 billion a year. That is a huge sector of that chunk of that marketplace. But weight loss and healthy weight management, 37 billion. You're getting the picture. This in the wellness industry is huge dollars. So from a business perspective, again, globally, there's billions and billions that move through network marketing. In fact, in 2011, if you look at the growth chart, you're looking at $142 billion a year. Now, if you actually take it up to 2018, we are cresting over that 200 billion in global sales. Well, when you combine that with everything else, we call that the perfect meld. We call that a laptop lifestyle. Literally, guys, I'm able to build a global business from my laptop and my cell phone. And I do it through socially sharing. I have an ability to get the word out and literally have that chance to affect lives all over. It doesn't matter where I am physically, but I can really affect lives. In fact, I love the fact I have no physical locations. We don't have territories with this company. I love that. I don't have any overhead expenses. There's no assets that I have to own. And I actually don't even inventory product for people. In fact, I'm able to, through this virtual franchise that I have an online shopping portal where I can send a shopping cart to someone and they literally get to purchase the product no matter where they're from. And that's what this looks like. We have a beautiful replicated website that I can send to somebody to educate them on the product, and they can shop right from home. In fact, I can actually customize that and give them their personal product package that best suits them. And it's brilliant. Literally, it comes drop shipped directly to them. I don't have to touch any product. And I love that. It's a beautiful piece. But if you think about how do we make money in this? Well, we're building a network of consumers. And literally, it's just introducing it. So we're introducing it to people socially, and like we talked about, but we're introducing it to everyone we know around us. And who wouldn't? In fact, when I started taking these products as a preventative, it started to change things for me physically so much. I could not share this. I felt like I had a moral obligation to get the word out. They're that good. And so literally building a network of consumers, there's only so many people that I can reach. But when I build a network of distributors and I find a few people like myself that are entrepreneurial, that want something bigger in life, I'm able to start to develop a team. And when we do that, we have all kinds of ways that we get paid. So we are actually paid weekly as well as monthly. We not only make bonuses on what we make for an initial sale, but we make royalty commissions as those auto ships continue to take place. And we have such a high customer retention here because our products are so effective that our retention here, even from a distributor level, is huge. That's one of the main reasons we took a look here and decided this is a fit for us. But we have additional bonuses just for doing your business. There's multiple trips that you can earn. We've been on actually taking off on our 6th one here next week. all paid for by the company. But there's also bonuses like the My Life Venture. There's 11 different gifts that you can choose from if you build your business to a certain level in a certain time frame. The reason they're showing a picture of a Jeep is that's literally one of them that you can choose from. By the way, it's keys in hand and title is yours. Yes, I said that. Keys in hand, title is yours. We chose one of the other 11 gifts, which was a $25,000 cash bonus, which was awarded to us at a time we really needed that. So you can choose which one fits you best, but they're real. We've experienced it. Along with all that, there is 4% global revenue sharing, and it starts at the level of Pro 7. And as you build your organization, guys, think about that. This is a global company, and 4% global revenue sharing as this company grows is huge. So when you look at this, how far can you take this? I want you to really look at this. When I first looked at the industry of network marketing, my initial concept was, wow, most people that I've seen before have done this just kind of hobby income. I didn't have time for a hobby. But when I saw what the income potential really was, I literally looked at this serious. So let me give you some examples. Pro 3 is one of the levels that we'll feature here. We try to help you get to this level quickly. And when I want to ask you, would 580 a monthly average make a difference in your household? For many, that can be a huge difference. How about Premier Pro 5? 2,500, that's a monthly average there. Would that make a difference for you? I know a lot of people that's made a huge difference for. How about Elite Pro 7? Monthly average at Elite Pro 7, 11,292. Guys, we were able to hit this in less than 2 years' time. Is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible. If I can do this, I know you can too. But as we continue to grow our organization, that monthly average obviously continues to grow. Sky's the limit. You can make this as big or as small as you want to, but the income potential is incredible. And so when you're getting started, everyone starts with a starter kit, and this actually gives you the access to that beautiful replicated website that we have, and that website is free, along with many other tools to work your business. But if you want to really build the business, and this is what we looked at, we wanted a fast track with a pack. These are tax deductible expenses because it's a business expense when you're purchasing the packs. For us, we went straight for the platinum pack, and I'll tell you why, guys. I wanted to be familiar with the product. I wanted to be able to know what the products tasted like, how it felt on my skin, how I could experience it in my body, so that I had a story to tell. And for us, we were going to use those products in our household, and so it was a no-brainer for us. And a huge value to this pack, there's 2 all-access event passes that come with this, which honestly is hundreds and hundreds of dollars of value in that alone. Plus, you have a 30% savings off of that. For us, it was a huge deal. And free shipping on top of that, by the way. Value, value, value. But also, in the middle, the gold pack, which is half of the product that you see from the platinum pack, and you're getting a 25% savings, 1 all-access event pack. And the silver is, again, half of the product from the gold. No all-access event ticket, but a 20% savings. Still a great choice. But guys, when I looked at the value of this, I want to tell you, in our traditional business, $65,000 for us just to get that started and off the ground. When you look at the upside potential and what we have our hands on here, a $1,250 investment, we made that up very quickly, and it was the best decision that we've made. And honestly, this is one of the huge reasons that we decided to partner here, and that is timing. I did not want to miss out on the chance to really take part of something that is really having the stability behind them, a publicly traded company that has a medical breakthrough like we do as a flagship product, and an entire concept of biohacking. It's really at the forefront of something, the forefront of nutrigenomics. And when you talk about all of those things and you want to take advantage of timing in business, the red line in the middle is showing you a natural growth curve for any kind of business. I want to show you the blue line. That is denoting where we are and what we're doing in LifeVantage. When you have the opportunity to be a part of something at the right timing, I want to tell you, with my experience in the industry, Timing is what leaders look for. That is why we are having a flood of leaders come into this company right now. And it literally is why we're here, building that consumer base, building that distributor base so that we can take advantage of momentum where 80% of the growth that happens in the company, we are part of that. That is where legacy income is built. That's why we're here. And when you look at it, we mentioned this, we are at the forefront of biohacking and nutrigenomics, and we are now in 15 countries. We just last week opened up into Austria, so that is huge for us to be doing distributorships, customer acquisitions there, but also globally, customer programs are now initiated in Italy, France, Ireland, Belgium, New Zealand, and Dominican Republic. And guys, these are countries that we are moving into, are expanding absolutely rapidly, and it's an exciting time to be a part of this company. But I want to leave you with this. If you look at your life on a lifeline, I think this is an important thing to bring up, because with a traditional 40, 50-year plan, this just makes you stop and think. So life, a lifeline. The first 20 years of life, you know, most of all of us, we spent it learning, right? You were in school, you go to college, you get a degree, and your education time starts out. And then you spend, the average person spends 40 to 50 years simply earning. I know for us, this is kind of like we got stuck on a hamster wheel, that 40 to 50-year plan, and most people don't know how to break out of that. And guys, I want to show you that now the average time for people to retire is now not 65 years old, it's 73, which is crazy when you think about it. 73 years old. So you don't have a lot of life to live if you're on the 40, 50-year plan. But I want to change your thinking. If you look at life, when you're actually able to add something like LifeVantage into this, that plan might look like this. 20 years of learning, we've already established that. But the earning and learning stage can be markedly reduced if you take an opportunity where you can move forward that earning potential exponentially. So what if it took you 5, or what if it took you 10 years to build something like you saw in that income potential that would allow you to have a lived life for the greater portion of your life? What would that look like for you? Somebody asked me this question at one time. They said, shake hands with yourself 5 years from now. Well, what does that mean? Shake hands with yourself 5 years from now. If you're still doing 5 years from now what you're doing today, what does your life look like? Well, for me, at the time somebody asked that, my life looked like completely exhausted on that hamster wheel, no time freedom. I didn't really see a way out. But introduced to what you can do when you build residual income, and especially with LifeVantage in the right timing, right place, you can change your life exponentially. And that's what we want to offer you. So literally, down as a close, you've learned today the science is real. We have a credible and groundbreaking formulas that are affordable and they're in reach. They'll change your energy, your sleep, reduce pain, reduce inflammation, improve your mood, improve your gut, and you're gonna feel it fast. So if you just want to be a customer, I encourage you get started on the products. I personally recommend a minimum of the Pro Tandem Nerve 2 or the Vitality Stack. At $5 a day will change your life. It literally has changed my life. I'm 49 years old, and I feel better at 49 than I did in my 20s. And I just continue to feel better daily. But if you're looking at building a side business, I would encourage you, join us in this movement. We are a team of life-minded individuals that truly believe that everyone matters, and we would love to have you join us on this journey and cannot wait to watch your goals and your dreams unfold. And I want to thank you so much for giving us your time today, and let us be the first to welcome you to better health and to LifeVantage.